Okay guys, I'm back with Kiming, another new Haute. Okay, today I'm here to return the wheels to Kiming. So let's have him talk about the wheels. So before he start, I would like to talk about my personal feel on these wheels. I borrowed from him I think sometime last week So actually last week keep raining So around my house I did the first ride. He very anxious to hear my reviews. So I already given him my take on the wheel. So probably I'll repeat some of the words that I told him before. But anyway, I did a longer ride to Malaysia I didn't tell him after he don't let me ride to Malaysia. After that I couldn't run on some stupid Malaysia road. No I go to Phuket. I think it's sufficient. I think to give a fair review, it's good for me to do a longer ride, right?
Yeah.
So I think Malaysia is, if this wheel, you can get the full feel of the wheel if you go for like Phuket, long climb. Singapore, I think rolling every wheel to me is like same. So Singapore is to us, I think more of us is like flat
Flat, yeah.
Even you go Mandai, that kind of climb, I think more of rolling than climb
No, we have Mount Faber.
You got Mount Faber
Mount Faber.
Okay, Mount Faber. Okay I never go Mount Faber That one David Tong's favorite playground, not mine. So anyway, mine is just SA The only climb I go is the little bit of the bridge only. Everybody know. So anyway, those kind. Okay, so this is 45, right? You let me it's the 45. The width of the everybody is now concerned like how wide the width of the rims, right?
Yeah.
So this is internal is
25 mm.
25 I cannot measure. I bring one vernier caliper. So external is about 34. Just now I measure.
You measure
So he put a 28 tire. So now we see physically okay, when put a 28 is like 30. So it's like 30 here, then the widest part is like 34. Okay, so is it a perfect aero kind of configuration, or there's a 1.05 something like that?
You can go YouTube and watch the
Caden recommendation
They did an aero testing recently.
So this his wheel best best tire to put is how wide?
Still recommended 28-30.
28 to 30 But anyway, I haven't said the important thing See, this wheel is carbon spoke. He let me one is carbon. It's available on steel. Personally, I still like kind of steel but this like if you go for carbon spoke, definitely you feel stiffer than steel Because I only can compare with my MV wheel. So far I ridden some China wheel I don't say what brand but I find quite hard to hold speed This one is much better. In terms of response is really great. This is I should say all-rounder but the only thing is this is only 45. So compared to my MV, it does not hold speed as well. But MV a bit heavier, so it's harder to so-called push the wheel. But once you push the wheel to a certain speed, it really become very comfortable. But this one, you need more. It's easy to push, but slightly harder to hold the speed. So don't know somehow or rather.
I think there's a give and take because if you want something that can hold speed everything, then you go for a deeper section rim. They are also available in 50, 55, 60. But of course, proportionally, the weight goes up. But if you are comparing apple to apple, like MV's 4.5, let's say the ones on the steel spoke is still slightly lighter than what the MV is So
yeah, I think this brand the selling point is lighter than MV So but I quite like it because when it comes to crosswind, I really don't feel any crosswind or probably 45, and the shape is quite, how you call it, U-shape.
U-shape.
This is considered U-shape kind of rims So I think it's a very good pair of wheels So compared to the previous China wheel that I use, I think this is so much better. Of course, a little bit premium than the price is a little bit premium So you want to tell people the price of this wheel? Retail price?
Ranges from 2.6 to 2.8. So depending
2.6 to 2.8
Yeah, depending on what the carbon spoke or steel spoke and what's the depth you choose.
Okay, so there's a lot of permutation
Yeah.
So but I realized that this brand Australia website also US I don't know .com what can see the price. Australian
Yeah.
So let's say online I see certain price, then your price
we are matched to that price
You're matched to that price but you all need to include GST, right?
Shipping and
tax.
Yeah.
So anyway, you check out the price if you want. Recommend to get local support So you all can Gaoguan Kiming. So I think he already say not much different So
I think for those maybe those aero or those data geeks, they can go and check out the YouTube video that Caden recently did in the aero the wind tunnel testing.
Okay, so I think I put the links below You're going to check out this Caden. But a bit confusing Cadence is the brand, but the wheel they print Decadence. Can I explain why
I think this one you have to ask the owner.
So for me a bit confused. The brand is Caden, then
The model.
the model is Decadence.
Yeah.
Then is there the Cadence model or not? So I saw
Don't have.
Don't
So
have.
it's just
So all the wheels,
models
the
are
decal is Decadence.
Yeah, yes, correct.
So a bit confusing. I don't go and key in Decadence. So anyway, the hub, we never talk about the hub. This hub is their proprietary.
Yes, but the design is quite similar to that of DT Swiss.
Or DT Swiss.
I mean, most of the wheel brands nowadays, I would say maybe 80-90% of them all copy the DT Swiss tech because, I mean, if it's something that is really good, you don't have to go and reinvent something.
Okay,
right?
So
yes,
is there
are some tricks. There are some tricks to individual wheel manufacturers because sometimes the bearing size they can change their own, the axle size they can also change the thickness. To yeah. So every manufacturer they say that they are DT Swiss they copy, right, but obviously they have their own so-called design as well. They have their own design input. Yeah.
Okay, they can tweak a bit lah. Not exactly one-to-one copy of the DT Swiss hub.
Yeah.
But the idea is the same lah. The star ratchet, I don't know. I'm not really a wheel person at the first place. I just want to feel the wheel. But this is a great pair of wheels. I believe I watched the YouTube on Caden. The guy is very particular on quality. So I think the spoke he claimed that it's same as Scoop One. So I think the rim also lah. Maybe from the same manufacturer. I don't know. How true I don't know lah. You all go and watch YouTube and listen to what he said. It's better lah. So
I've tested this wheel myself. So
you tested?
I'm about 110 plus kilos.
Oh.
So if the
I never said
if the wheel can hold my weight, I think
people community like to drop behind him. I think it's that.
no. Because I ride very slow one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know lah. I know he always fast on it. Don't know.
No lah, slow lah.
Yeah. So it's relativity lah.
Yes.
Relative fast and slow is relativity. So I know that nowadays people like to stagger the wheel. So if they interested to buy stagger, they can tell you, right?
Yes.
It's like big in front, usually small not like Robel. Robel is topping on
On the Caden website, the stagger is not available, but we have one customer that did the stagger 50, 60.
Therefore, to come here and tell him, discuss with him what kind of ride you like to pull, maybe pull one, or you like to go in front one, probably you take a deeper profile one.
It really depends on the individual on how they ride, what's their riding style. Then it's easier to recommend what kind of ride is more suited for them.
Okay. Yeah. So I think this pair is very good for all rounder. You cycle in the pack like to hood one. This one should perfectly do the job. So yeah, I think climbing long climb, I go the Kuku Bridge. We like to call Kuku Bridge.
Okay.
The Kuku Bridge. So far I can match Ryan Wee speed. Or Ryan Wee give me chance.
I think one point to highlight is you can tell the difference between a balanced wheel versus a non-balanced wheel.
I forgot to tell you, the wheel feel really balanced. A bit weird lah. It's like too good to be true.
Yeah. So, but you can feel the difference between unbalanced wheel versus.
Now last time I feel like all the wheel like same like that. But this one is kind of weird feeling. I cannot say cannot put in words. It's very balanced. Like I think the creator also keep emphasizing the wheel is very well balanced. You don't feel any. I cannot describe. This one you have to feel yourself.
Simple test is when you put on the stand, you pedal the thing, then you let it go. If your bike starts shaking,
there's no like weird. When I go down the Kuku Bridge, it's very zai. If I drive behind some trailer, also quite zai. But I don't follow me. Don't follow. So I just test only. Because I one person ride, I also cannot ride too fast. SA sometimes I like to drive some additional vehicle. That one I enjoy with this wheel . So, but if you want like really one person ride, then I will propose you go for a deeper section wheel. It will be a better combi . So this one he's very kind. Once again, thank you. So hopefully I can borrow some more wheels.
Go and test. Riding is always about testing other brand, other wheels. Yeah. Then you know what kind of like suits you better.
Yeah. So far MV is more on the heavier side . It can hold the speed better.
The rolling definitely MV, a lot of people compliment on the rolling better.
I think I talked to a few guys, they also feel they like MV kind of like, but of course a bit heavy . This one will be more punchy kind of ride. If you ride with pack, I think this is even better . If your pack like to hood one, then this one should be the very good pair of wheels. You can suck people wheel better. Because you go right back and only so deep profile to be honest. You want to quickly go back, accelerate and keep back with the pack. With MV a bit harder . But if you're the one that you like to go in front and pull, or you like to lead the pack, then I think MV is a better choice. Okay, anyway, we shall end the video right. If you are interested, please look for Caden wheel. It's a very good pair of wheels. Okay guys, see you guys again.